welcome to Liz at Home, and today we're going to finish our page that we were doing from the Fairy Cuties colouring book. I've carried on quite a bit myself, and I've just been using my Ohuhu markers, and I'm going to be using some gel pens now to colour in little bits here and there. These are Jelly Roll gel pens. I'll put a link to them in case you're interested. They're quite nice. They're, I think, one of the newer sets, Moonlight set, but they're sort of more muted kinds of colours, and I actually really like the set. It's also got the wider nib, and so the ink flows really nicely. I really enjoy colouring with them. It's a lot of fun, I must say. I really enjoy that. So while I was doing this, I had my grandson sitting next to me. He's 12 years old, and he was drawing on my iPad on Procreate and trying to draw a nice anime guy. So that was a lot of fun. I was looking at a deck of cards, sort of positivity type cards, and I thought I'd read some of them while we're colouring them. The first one says, I accept and embrace all experiences, even unpleasant ones. And it makes me think always when I read that sort of thing. And I suppose acceptance is really important, isn't it? I mean, how do you feel about that? If you think about even walking, for instance, in the freezing cold, if you freeze your body up and you get all stiff and everything, you tend to feel colder, whereas if you accept what it is, you tend to be able to move on. So I found that quite an interesting card or whatever to think about. The next one I read was, I awaken feeling happy and enthusiastic about life. I don't always, do you? But I think it's a good thing to aim towards, and perhaps something one should frame and put on one's bedroom wall or something. It would make rather a nice thing to write out in good calligraphy and get nicely done, or do a lovely watercolor painting and write something like that. So I thought that was quite a good one. I'm going to read two more. The next one that I find is, my body is relaxed, my mind is calm, my soul is at peace. I must say, when I'm struggling with insomnia, when I'm lying in bed at night and I can't fall asleep, I do tend to do affirmations like that. I find that positive talk and trying to calm yourself in that kind of manner sometimes helps, sometimes doesn't. When you're struggling with anxiety, it doesn't always help. I sometimes struggle with anxiety, especially regarding driving, and I can tell myself whatever I like, but my brain seems to be marching on at a mile a minute, not a mile a dozen, and I still get anxious, but I still like that one. I'll read it again. My body is relaxed, my mind is calm, my soul is at peace. I think that's a lovely one. Another one. Let me see what comes up now. I breathe deeply and close my eyes to find that peaceful sleep is only a few blinks away. Wow, I must print that one out. I actually found these on my hard drive somewhere. I like that one. I breathe deeply and close my eyes to find that peaceful sleep is only a few blinks away. That's lovely. I like that one. I think I must draw an image around that, like a mandala type thing, and colour that one. It's a good one. Okie dokie. I seem to have managed to get myself slightly out of frame, so I'm going to fast forward to where I'm in frame again. Here we are, a little bit further along, doing the door. I find browns. Finding browns in markers is often difficult, and I find the best browns, beiges, and that sort of thing come in the skin tone set. I find such a lot in that set. It's been incredibly helpful. It was gifted to me, 2 years ago, I think in 1922. I'm sorry to say I can't remember at the moment who by, but it's been such a useful and wonderful gift to use. Must say it was some amazing happy mail, that was. So yeah, other than coming along with more esoteric things that I can read to you, I don't have a lot of news. I've just done a video that's going to go up next after this one, because I've got a few in a queue. I like that. And that's a glue booking video, so you'll get that next. And then I need to do some watercoloring tomorrow. So yeah, I hope that you're enjoying all the artistic adventures. I must say my last video on this book was not particularly well received, so I'm putting this one out because those of you that did watch it I'm so grateful for you, and I want to let you share and see what the final image looks like. But I think I got something like 36 views, so that was a little bit disappointing. Anyway, it is what it is, and it's not a teaching video or anything, so I think people are very busy. So I'm just checking the image here to see what that little piece behind the green hedge is, and they've used it as ground. But I must say, I can't remember exactly what color that is, and I check my swatches out and I can't quite see. So I didn't want to do two different pieces of ground. So at the end of the day, I just used a darker olive kind of green and colored that in as a green. So I've continued and I've finished quite a lot, and now I'm going to be using my gel pens again. I want this sort of door light, or whatever it is, the light above the door, in a gold kind of a gel pen. And I'm just using still these Arteses. I've got all these products and I rarely want to use them, so hence the using this. These Arteza gel pens are not bad. They're not my favorite, but they're not bad really, the glitter gel pens. And then I'm doing the doorknob also in the gold. And then I just have to color in the flowers, but I decided I'm going to give some little gold curly whirlies in his hair to try and bring that to life. They don't really show up, but I'm doing them anyway. Let's see what it looks like at the end of the day. So, yeah, I love the little guy with his watering can. I've been busy lately with grandchildren, my son working at my house and grandkids visiting and everything. So there hasn't been a hang of a lot of time for doing all my various artistic adventures and making YouTube videos. So I'm doing what I can when I can. And I thank you for your indulgence. Okay, so now I've brought out my Polychromos pencils, and I'm just trying to do a little bit of shading here and there to bring this image to life. I must say on this paper, the Polychromos were okay, but not fabulous. I should have maybe gone with Prismacolor, but I haven't used my Polychromos for absolute ages, and I decided, no, I really wanted to use them again in this. So it was quite fun to use the pencils. I was thinking I need to do another picture in a Hannah Carlson book or something, and then use mostly pencils because those work so nicely on that paper. I haven't bought the very latest Hannah Carlson books. I've just, as I've said before, got the feeling that I've got too many colouring supplies at the moment. I really don't want to get more. I did just get a little mini haul for my glue booking, which I will share with you guys soon. I was quite excited about that. So yeah, I think I'm going to put some music on for you to listen to, and I hope that you'll enjoy it.
We were made for each other to hold on to. I was carved out of redwood beneath your moon. I was birthed in the mountains under the sun. Something's changed, you can't see my face in the crowd no more. Something's changed, you can't see my face in the crowd no more. We are living the dream together out here on the road, and our love takes center stage at every single show. But lately you've been distant, and I don't know what for. Something's changed, you can't see my face in the crowd no more. Something's changed, you can't see my face in the crowd no We were made for each other to hold on to. I was carved out of redwood beneath your moon. I was birthed in the mountain under the sun. Something's changed, you can't see my face in the crowd no more. Something's changed, you can't see my face in the crowd no more. Something's changed, you can't see my face in the crowd no more.
Well, I had a lot of fun colouring with my pencil crayons again, with my colour pencils again. It feels like forever since I've done that, and I really enjoyed it. I do find the Polychromos white doesn't do nearly as good a job as the Prismacolor white, well, in my opinion, but I just decided to stay with the Polychromos and not mix brands for a change. Now I just need to do these little rocks, and then I think I need to just use some highlights, and then we'll be finished. So I want to first, of course, you always see something, go over the center and make it darker and bring out some of the little lines. I do think that with anything to do with art, you can just keep going forever and not be finished, because you'll always find something extra that you could do. But I just wanted this to be a fairly simple colouring piece, and I had a lot of fun doing it. It was lovely. It was so nice having my grandson sitting there with me, chatting away while I was colouring. He'll be coming again tomorrow, so I thought perhaps he can help me do a glue book picture. He's never done that before. I don't know if it will appeal to him or not, but we'll see. So, I really appreciate each and every one of you that's supported my channel through the years, and I want to say thank you so much for watching the videos and for taking the time to comment. I absolutely love getting comments. So now I'm going to try and highlight that little white dot on the eye again with my Signo gel pen, just because it's funny, isn't it, how you use a white gel pen and it just takes on the color of the paint underneath it. So I also wanted to do a few little dots on the flower, but this pen didn't want to come over on top of the color pencil. So I think I'm going to have to go off and get a Posca or something. I'll first try here on the marker, but even there, it's not working so well. So I'm going to go and get a white Posca pen and I'll be back. So I've magically colored in some of the rocks and trying to do a little bit of dark shadow, etc. around the boots, just to give it a bit more of a 3D image. And I've used white Posca here and there. Well, I am going to use white Posca here and there, but I didn't actually record that, but my machine didn't work, my phone didn't work. So you'll see it magically appear in a second or two. So here we have the little bits of highlights magically appearing. And let me get rid of my other little bits and pieces, and then we'll be done with the picture. Tidy up and put my pencils out. And I'm quite happy with this. I think he's cute. And there's my little Dylan. And I want to thank you once again very much for watching the video and for spending time with me. Lots of love to everybody, and bye-bye now.